Alright, hello. This is Briok at Ida Games. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, we're playing a wonderful game today. Today we're going to be playing Final Fantasy 1, which was just re-released on Steam yesterday. We're going to go with just the classic party here. I did start this up yesterday just to see if it was working and get it all ready to go. So it is working. Although, for whatever reason, they changed my settings. I had it in full screen and it's in like a bordered window now. I'll have to change that. But, all in all, there's a couple cool things about this, so we're going to talk through that. This intro, for instance, is new. This is not part of the original Final Fantasy. Oh, there we go. Alright. So, switch party member. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. So, let's look at some of the stuff they've added, first off. Like, the map you can, like, change the size of, obviously. This is the menu now. Hey, Void. How are you? My friend. Here we go. This is the configuration. They do have a couple of things here that are like just classic for mobile. But oh, going to sleep, Void. Man, you've been up all night. Good for you. Anyway, we're gonna save over this one. I just started up something to see how the game was working yesterday, so it's working. So right now, this is at full screen. I'm at I have a 2K monitor. There is a dash. Alright, that's cool. So it's, you know, it looks pretty good, I think. What's cool is, look, they show the stats of everything, too. This is kind of neat. I mean, I don't have the so they don't have like a resolution setup here. Like, I can't choose the resolution. Hey Zephiel, good morning. They don't have a resolution, but this is full screen for me on a 2K monitor. Yes. So I don't know how it looks for you guys, but I think it looks pretty good. Oh, when you launch the game, yeah. I bet there is a. Hold on, let me go out. I'll go out and we can look at that too. Let me just get the armor and the magic set up. Too late, Void. I'm going to look at it in-game. We're going to look at it. And I can tell you. Now, they did change some things. Like, in the original, all the magic cost 100. So this is a reduction in cost. So they probably made it a little easier to play. And you can move diagonally, it looks like. Oh, mine's not stretched out at all. Yeah, not a single bit. I don't feel like this is a problem. Alright, let's go... Let's go talk to the king, and then we'll go back to the main menu. Just give me a second here. Well, mine's windowed borderless. Or it was. Now it's clearly windowed. Like, they changed it. But it's full screen. Thank you, Zephiel, for using the Chocobo emote. I am so excited to play this game. Alright, let's save. And let's go back to the title. So options, configuration, display settings. So I'm on borderless windowed. I can do full screen too. Let's see what that looks like. Looks the same to me. Looks the same to me. And then if I go to borderless windowed, again, looks the same to me. But that's like, you can see I have it at 2560 by 1440, 16:9 setting. But it goes all the way. I mean, it does go up to 4K. I just don't have my monitor doesn't do that. They don't have many display settings though. That's the problem. Just to be clear, they have language settings, they have display settings, and they have the gamepad settings. And that's pretty much it. And they've got extras. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I think this looks pretty good. I don't like how everybody can walk diagonally. If I'm gonna be honest. That's my gripe. Some of the music and sounds they've changed a little bit. Like, it's the same music, but it's definitely upgraded, I guess you could say. I'll say it's upgraded. We're gonna go straight in and fight Garland. Ooh, ambushed by a Gigashorn. My thief is already getting 2 hits off too, which is cool. That's nice. Alright, everybody's level 2 now. I, Garland, will knock you down. Yeah, and this music's a little bit different. I kind of dig it though. I'm digging this so far, Void. It's definitely they definitely spent some time cleaning this up. Like, it may not be exactly like Final Fantasy 1, but the way the magic works is like Final Fantasy 1. They don't have MP. You have like a number of spells you can cast. Garland defeated. Alright, my guys got to level 3. That's pretty quick to get to level 3 too. Also, that level up was kind of cool. The way the stats look. Oh, we were getting the loot. We're officially bards. So, there's a couple things about this game. Oh, hold on, let's leave the bridge. So this wasn't in the original Final Fantasy 1. This was a later mobile edition and DS edition thing. Where they rebuild the bridge for you. It's interesting. They pulled certain things from them, like DS and mobile editions, and some they didn't. It's a weird thing to pull. Let's go in the town. We're gonna go rest. Oh, good night, Void. See you later. I haven't gotten it. I'm going to get, I promise I'm getting New World. I'm definitely gonna get it. I saw Wayno was playing it. There's a lot of people playing it right now, and I'm still playing World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV. I've got some single-player games. It's just not a good time for me to get it. Aren't you using your Discord? Because I have your Discord. Oh, you started a separate one? Yeah, send me an invite. When I start playing it, I'm sure I'll join and have questions. You know, a lot of people are complaining about the font. I don't have a problem with this font. Looks fine to me. And so their quest began. As the 4 warriors of light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny had placed before them. They did not even know the true significance of the 4 crystals they held in their hands. The crystals that once long ago held a light that shone so brilliantly. The time for their journey had come. The time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world once more into light. That's most of the story, just so you know. Like, Final Fantasy 1 didn't have a lot going for it. You can talk to a bunch of the characters, and there are a lot of, Thanks, Void. I'll look at that later. You can talk to a lot of characters in this game, and there's a few stories, but this is a pretty basic story. I mean, this is the first Final Fantasy game. Alright, we're going to save again, just in case, because I don't want to rewatch all that. It's been 2 whole minutes now. You know, truthfully, Void, I don't know that much about New World. I've watched a few people play. I watched a guy named Sequisha. He's playing and PvPing a bit. And I've watched a few people craft, but I don't know too much about it. So I'm looking forward to a fresh experience with it. Man, why are they hitting my white mage? That's a pretty big statement, Void, because I like the crafting in 14. What the hell, man? Like, who do I kill here? My white mage or my black mage? I'm out of magic now. I feel like I have to go back to the inn already. That was a tough fight. I did level up though, so maybe I should go back. My white mage is gonna die. Alright, let's just be careful. Hopefully we'll not have anybody die. Almost there. Oh no. Alright, you do auto-adjust to go to fight other things too. That wasn't part of the original Final Fantasy. So if a mob dies, you just hit the second one. It's not how it worked before. You used to hit a target. And if that target died, you didn't move on. You just missed. We're so close to leveling again. Alright, we got to Provoca. Provoca? I thought it was Provoca. Change the name of it. Let's go. Move. I love this game. This is the one on my phone that I'll play. I do have this on my phone. I'll play Final Fantasy 1 when I go on business trips. It's a relatively short game. Like, as far as Final Fantasy goes. I don't have enough money for a second one. Okay. That's alright. That's alright. Let's go kill the pirates. If you don't know what you're doing, I guess it would take longer. I remember when I was first playing Final Fantasy 1, this fight for me was impossible. Couldn't do it. I see, that's cool how they do the stat ups here. So level 5 for all my guys. You obtain a ship. Alright. We've made it. Guys, we have the ship. We're level 5. We're the most powerful warriors of light that ever existed. Except, like, other Final Fantasy games. Like Final Fantasy 14, I think you're more powerful. Alright, we've got 540 gold. So we can buy a couple things here. We have to get all the spells, so we're going to basically farm Gil until we get the spells. So we need about 3 more spells, right? 1 white magic, 1 black magic, 2 black magic. Move. There we go. We'll try to grind out a little bit on the sea. On the open sea, like a pirate. Oh my god, that shark just like almost one-shot my black mage. That sucks. Alright, let's use some other spells here. Sharks hit so hard. Doesn't help that I don't have any upgraded armor, but it's really expensive and we're about to go to a new town, so I don't want to spend money on armor. Level up. That was a lot of experience. We're level 6. But that was not enough Gil for a new spell. We need a couple more spells. Preemptive strike. Yeah, the music's pretty good. That's not bad. They did a good job. I like this so far. I know a lot of people are super critical of remakes in these games, but as long as you're having fun with it, I don't think there's a problem with it. I think this is a good remake. And more importantly, it's the first time that Final Fantasy 1 is on a PC. Like, without being an emulated ROM. So I think that they've done a fine job with this, and it seems to be working okay. I may change my tune later, like if things are unbalanced or something, but it seems pretty good. Cool. Paralyze my white mage. We're going to heal up regardless of being able to buy everything. Why does it default to no? Guys, I've been waiting, like, what, 8 weeks for this? When did they announce this? They announced this at E3, didn't they? I am so excited to be able to play this. Let's go with silence. I'm gonna skip on the evasion. I don't think I need the evasion spell. And we're gonna go with dark. Alright, one more spell to grind for, and then we'll go to the next area. And we'll grind more. Can't wait, right? There is a lot of grinding to happen. You only have to grind through this first area, though. I think the rest of the game's pretty smooth. And as you get more items, you like need to grind even less, like from dungeons and stuff. Let's cure our mage just in case. I played a lot of Final Fantasy XI, and when that game came out, they have this gear called Artifact Gear, and the Artifact Gear you can get looks like the traditional Final Fantasy classes. So if you played as a Black Mage, you would look like this Black Mage. Like it was that as an MMO, that was really cool. But they had all those callbacks to the original games. Alright, that's enough for the spells. Let's get one more level up. And then we'll go in and use the inn and we'll move on. Oh man. What? What? Fuck them. That makes me really angry, because I'm OCD and now all the experience levels are going to be mismatched. I could run, I guess. But... Man, fuck that. Alright, I don't know, I don't remember how to res somebody. Do you just go to the end? Or is there somebody who does it? It's not Dragon Quest, right? So you can just go to the end? You can go to the end. Is he alive now? No, he's still dead. Fuck, that didn't work. He's got 1 health. Oh, that blows. Alright, well. Let's see. Alright, well, we're gonna go back to the inn and heal our white mage up now. There's obviously a lot of stuff we could buy here. I was going to hold off till the next town. I don't know, maybe I should go ahead and get it, though. I'm going to keep dying. By the way, that little room being where you res people is completely unclear. Like, they don't have it marked. Oh, God. I am not a morning person, guys. Alright, let's move on. Here, this is content. You guys get to watch me wake up slowly. Alright, well, we've got all the spells we want. Let's move down towards the next town. The amount of hitting my white mage are doing is way too damn high. I just killed my fucking black mage now. What the shit, man? Well, that is pretty frustrating. Let's go res our black mage now. You know, there's a challenge to beat this with 4 white mages. I think there's a lot of running involved. Because I can't imagine going through this with 4 white mages. I was thinking about streaming that and doing the 4 white mage challenge, but I don't know. If I can't get out of this with a normal party, let's see how I could do with 4 white mages. Alright, maybe that 1 extra defense will keep my mages alive this time? Maybe? I don't know. Let's go back to the inn again. And then we will try to go to the next area. So far, Dyes and To Games have both died. Which makes for a very frustrating... Like, I'm not getting very far before I have to fight these guys. Every time. If they would only hit my fighter, it would be no big deal, but... They're coming hard after the mages. Black mage level up. Oof, that hit. Getting that shield was a good purchase. Hey, look, we can come back to Cornelia. Oh. It's gonna use a cheap in. How much stronger I am. Pleasant dreams. Damn it. For those of you who care about this sort of thing, they do have achievements for this game. That is a new addition. Buccaneers! Warg. Let's cast Dark on everybody. Maybe that'll keep them from hitting me. Unless they get to go first. Oh, it missed on almost everybody. Ah, 69. We'll go into the town here. It's the town of the elves! 100 per night? What a ripoff. They have little elf beds and everything. Okay, so there's a bunch of spell stuff to buy here, but I'm gonna go with some weapons and armor first. Got a saber. Let's get 2 of those. I just bought that centaur. Aww. Get a crosier. Crosier, I don't know what that is. And the armor shop's over here. We can't afford all the armor for sure. So I feel like getting a copper armlet, even though they're expensive as fuck, is probably the right way to go. Because my black mage keeps dying. Let's give that to him. And then, as far as other stuff goes, we can still get... We can still get a couple of things here for everyone else. So that's a little more defense for sure on my Black Mage now. We'll come back and get the rest. We're going to be farming for Gil for a few minutes here. This is the worst part of the game for me when it comes to like farming. Because you have to grind out for all the spells here and for some items before you go to the next cave. But after you get through this area, you kind of start speeding through. So let's get through this area. Let's farm a bit. I see that warg only hit my guy for 4. That was pretty good. Oof. That's 67. Didn't even kill that guy. I wonder how far off that was, though. It must have been like 1 or 2 health. Flee? What a bitch. I want the experience in gold. See, we're not making a lot of gold here. Let's go back to the sea. I think you make more money off of these monsters. Alright, is everybody level 8? 9, 9, 9, 9. We're all level 9 now. Okay. 9, 9, 9, 9! Dude, I thought they were going to kill my white mage again right there. They might still. I'm going to have to go rest. The Buccaneers, I think, seem to give the most gold. Gil. So we'll try to fight some of those. Hopefully we'll get lucky in the sea. The sea will be our mistress. Yeah, but I only have 526 gil, so we need a lot more. Just for the armor we need that. That doesn't include potions and spells and all sorts of other stuff. I wonder if that axe in the second city in Provoco is better than the sword I got. Should we go back and look? I guess we should, right? It probably isn't. Let's just go look. I mean, we're farming anyway. Man, is there like an upper cap on damage for Lightning 1? There must be, right? Thunder 1. It bothers me a little that it's thunder and not lightning. Like, the thunder is not going to zap anybody. It's the lightning, right? Alright. Let's see what's here. So, yeah, the broadsword and the battle axe are technically better. The broadsword has more accuracy. The battle axe has one more attack. So, what do I prefer? I kind of want to go with the one attack power. What does he have now? Let's look. 13 attack, 5 accuracy. Alright, so 16 attack with 5 accuracy should be fine. It's a big increase in attack power. Guess we need to sell what I... Alright. The way the equipment works is different too. It's just not identical to the NES version. Like, if you're comfortable with that, I think you can really enjoy this game. I think you can really enjoy it. But you have to be comfortable with the fact that it is not the NES version. Before we go to the Marsh Cave, I feel like I need a map. I feel like I need to pull up a map of the Marsh Cave. How did I not kill him? Oh, it's so frustrating. Alright. Here we go. You know, I logged on last night. I was like, I wonder how many people are streaming this game. There were more people streaming this game with like 0 to 3 viewers than like any other game that was probably out yesterday. I think a lot of people were hyped about this coming out, and 95% of them were people who stream. Which makes sense. Which makes sense, because I think had a lot of people just get on Steam and play games as they grow older, and this is an older game now. Remastered older game. It's still an older game. I think most people who know about this game and played through it and enjoy it are people who played it back in the day. To the elf place. We're gonna buy a little more armor. Might be overkill, but we'll do it. My fighter and thief are finally starting to do some damage too. You know, my favorite class is Red Mage, but I don't have one in my party because they kind of fall off at the end of the game. I mean, you can obviously use them. Alright, that is all the gear that I need from this item shop. Is there a way to sort this? I guess not. That's frustrating. Alright, we've got all the weapons, we've got all the armor, now we need to get the magic. But before I do that, we're going to buy some items. That is really good. Restores 1 MP for each magic level. It's really good. We're gonna come. Let's come back and buy items. We're gonna need a lot more money. I don't remember how much everything costs, so let's look at that. You know, they reduced the price of spells in some of the other areas, so... Or in both the other towns, so I'm sure this is cheaper. 1,000 each. 1,000 each. Alright, so we need 3,000, 6,000, Need at least 6,000. That's a lot of money. $6,000. I don't remember the original game having ethers, but I don't remember buying a lot of items either. I think that's new. Alright. Lots of Sahagin Chiefs. Alright, another level up for a couple of my characters. Oh no! It paralyzed my fighter. It's unfortunate. Alright, let's go rest up at the end. Guys, have you ever thought about why people skydive? Like, why is that a good idea? It seems crazy to me. This lady I worked with who went skydiving, she had a kid. She had 2 kids. It's like, I'm gonna go skydive. I was like, what if you die? She's like, that's fine. Like, who thinks like that? That's such a crazy way to think. Alright, I've got enough gil for 1 spell. one spell. I really want to have enough for at least 3. I don't know why 3 is the right number. I just think I can get a couple of spells and items. We'll have an easier time going into the Marsh Cave. Like, all my characters now are level 11. I don't know, like, the right level to go into the Marsh Cave. But from a armor and weapon standpoint, I've got all I can get. So it's really just the spells that are holding me back. What I really want to get, though, is a shit ton of antidotes. Because I remember getting poisoned by spiders in there. I'm just gonna grind around here for a second. Yeah, these cobras are gonna poison me too. Hey, already did, just with his normal attack. Oh, what a bitch. And I've only got 1 antidote. No, that's not cool. You wouldn't know it based on all the stuff that we've seen so far, but there are ogres in this forest. They're ogres! Rawr! They don't have donkeys, though. I really don't know that I don't know. Maybe you don't have to grind. Maybe you can just run into the Marsh Cave. I've got to get some antidotes, though, and I want to have, like, 1 AoE spell. For anybody new coming in the channel, hit the follow button. I'm Briok at Games. We're playing Final Fantasy 1, the Pixel Edition that was just released yesterday. Tomorrow is normally Terraria Friday, but I think I'm actually going to pick this up and play it tomorrow instead of Terraria. There's an ogre. These guys, I think, drop some money. I'm actually going to New York City tomorrow. New York City! Does anybody remember that El Paso commercial from the 90s or 80s? It's a salsa commercial. It's these cowboys around a fire. And they're like, where's he from? New York City! This is the dumbest thing. Maybe they only played that in the South. I don't know if that was popular everywhere else. Thing is, I'd pull that up on YouTube and like we could watch it, but it'd be so pixelated because those old commercials weren't made for newer screens and resolutions. You wouldn't even know what the hell is going on. Just a bunch of dudes around, blurry images around a fire. You'd think I'm watching Japanese porn. It's so blurry. Except for the part where it says New York City. Everything else would be Japanese porn. New York City. $69. Alright. The gil here is not great, but I'm up to 2,000 gil, so that's 2 spells. Let's go ahead and go in the ocean for a bit. Maybe we'll get lucky and get some buccaneers. We're an hour in, but I mean, this is just grinding. This is just grinding. It's not... We're not at the fun part of the experience here. They have this auto button at the top. I haven't been using that. I don't really want to use that. I guess if I was just auto attacking, that'd be fine. Go a little faster. Alright, Buccaneers. Does that actually speed it up? Doesn't seem to be faster. $360 gil. That was a pretty easy fight for 360 gil. We should get a big squad of Buccaneers. I guess it's slightly faster. They move the animation up when you hit auto. I'm not going to be hitting auto that much in this game, but we might as well use it right now while we're just grinding. Not getting enough gil. Oh, he fleed! What a bitch. Alright, let's hold on for a second here. 3 hits. I don't know what determines, like, how many hits these guys are gonna do. Alright, let's heal up. Let's go back to the Elf Town. Let's buy some stuff. And then let's see if we can head towards the Marsh Cave now. The antidotes are a must. We have to have antidotes. Absolutely have to have those. Let's buy a couple more tents. Antidotes we need a bunch of. God, I almost think 20 is like a good amount. Go with 20 of those. We need one, at least one Phoenix down. I think you guys are kind of seeing what this means. Like, I just used all of my money on items. We're gonna have to, I don't think they stone, but they might. They might use blind. Yeah. So I think you get the gist. We're gonna have to grind out a little more money now. But I have antidotes, I have potions, I have ethers, I've got a Phoenix down, I've got tents. So I feel like we're in a good place to go towards the Marsh Cave now. But I do want to get like 1 or 2 spells, so we're just going to have to grind a little bit more. Oh, Buccaneers, thank God. Let's see if we can get a little money off these guys. Alright. Money, 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 money. 600. Alright. Alright, I've got enough for 1 spell. Like, the only reason the ocean fighting is, like, better farming for guild is because of those Buccaneers. If you can get a bunch of Buccaneers, you can make quick cash. If you can't, then you just end up fighting these little guys. You don't drop much. Yeah, 200 for that group. I mean, that's not bad, I guess. It's not bad. It's better than the wargs. I could just do auto attack at this point. $237. So we're moving kind of fast. Moving kind of fast. That was a good hit. 141? That was huge. Alright, just a little bit more, and then I'll feel comfortable moving forward. mean, should I level up at this point? I should probably level up one more time too, right? Let's fight stuff in the forest. Okay, after we level up, we'll go buy the spells and then we'll go to the Marsh Cave. I realize I'm taking a crazy amount of time to grind up Gil. It will be worth it. It will make it easier for me. Having all those items is, like, essential. Absolutely essential. You need the antidotes, you get poisoned, that kills you. Having some tents was a good idea. Having a Phoenix down is a good idea. Like, all of those item purchases were good ideas. I'd rather be prepared and not wipe in the Marsh Cave, so... A little bit more. Fighter takes no damage. Alright. I think this is gonna take a little longer than I wanted, so we'll just go ahead and rest, and then move on. Let's look at the spells first, though. I wanted to get one AoE spell, so like Fyra, for the Black Mage. But before I do that, let's look at the other spell places, just to make sure I'm not missing anything crazy. Because there's 2 levels of magic here. Hey, Hill, how are you? Good morning. So there's an AoE heal. That might be useful. It's a lot of good stuff here, actually. I'm going to go probably with the AoE heal and the AoE fire. Let's look at this other shop, though. Yeah, I'm having a good day. How about you? Are you having a good day? Poisana is awesome to have. 2,500's a lot, though, since I don't have the other spells. And kind of the same here. 2,500's a lot, but some of these spells are awesome. So let's go with the AoE heal. Let's go with Fyra, and then we'll move on. I think I've got enough items. Too early to tell. That's how your week's going, huh? I appreciate you coming into my channel. Thanks for hanging out. You doing anything fun this weekend? We're going to New York City. Going to New York tomorrow. Should be cool. I'm gonna go check out Chinatown. Take my wife and my oldest there. I'm not a big fan of New York. like I don't mind the city. It's pretty cool, but I don't like driving into the city. I don't like. I don't know. It's very stressful every time I go up there. Not really looking forward to the trip that much, but I think it's gonna make everybody happy. All right, let's move on. We're gonna go to the Marsh Cave. Motorcycle ride to get lunch at a little rooftop bar spot on Lake Michigan. That sounds really nice. I know a bunch of people who say Lake Michigan, going to Lake Michigan is awesome. They say it's beautiful, they love it. Beach houses, I guess the lake's got beach houses because it's so big. Am I thinking of the right place? Maybe not. Preemptive strike. Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking. Alright. It's always hard to say. Like, there's so many great lakes and big lakes. I never know if I have the right one. My guys are leveling. Alright, real quick, I appreciate you just coming in, but I have to take a little break. So let's take a break real quick. I will be right back, and then we're going to go into the Marsh Cave. So I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Hill, I never knew that. I didn't know that there was an acronym for all of the Great Lakes. So thank you for sharing that, because now I feel like an idiot. My whole life is a lie. Did I save? All right, we're going in the Marsh Cave. This is the first relatively hard area, and it's only hard because of these guys like poisoning you. They die pretty quickly, but if they get a poison in, it can hurt. We've got enough items where I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, see, I grew up in Georgia, so we didn't learn the right history. There's some things they taught us that weren't all accurate. Let's see. It's just slimes are not taking much damage. Do I have to use magic? I was trying to hold on to my magic spells. $69! Let's just auto attack though, they don't do a lot of damage. Oh, that hit for 94. $1,100 gil. Alright, that's a spell. Not really sure what to do here. Go with, Ah, you got a poison attack. Oh, it didn't poison. Oh, it did. It did poison. Alright. See, that's why I got all these antidotes. So we're okay. Next one's down here. Okay, Dia. Let's use Dia. Yeah, that's Hill, that's pretty much what I learned, is like, oh, these all these Indians gave us land, and we call them Indians even though they're not. Oh man, alright. We're gonna auto attack these guys again. Just conserve my MP a little. Oh, fuck, I cast Dia. That was a waste. So much for conserving MP. Whatever. We'll go up above and we'll use a tent. There we go. And there's one more room up here. I didn't realize these guys poison you too. Everything poisons in here. Two people are poisoned now. I may not have brought enough antidotes. Well, that's risky now. A dagger, alright. Such bullshit, man. Like, every hit doesn't have to poison. It just doesn't. I mean, I was kind of joking about not having enough antidotes, but I really think I might not have enough antidotes. Let's use our tent. One of our tents. And then we'll go back in. We have a lake near us. It's not a super big lake. It's wake only, so they don't... You can't put like a motorboat on it. But it's nice if you like to kayak or... You know, stuff like that's pretty fun. Is it down or up? I think it's down. Let's go down. I don't remember these green slimes being a pain in the ass in the original. So I think they changed that. You know, I don't actually have a problem with them changing stuff like this. It's more in line with the rest of the Final Fantasy games, where the slimes are weaker to magic. Alright, so there's 3 houses we can open here, I think. That was a strong hit. Broadsword. No, man, they're gonna kill my fucking thief. Oh, that was close. Alright, let's use some of those items I got. So, antidote and potions. They don't heal very much, do they? Shit. We might have to go back to town, guys. Let's get these 3 rooms down, and then we'll go back out, I guess. Potion. Alright. Ah, fuck, wrong person. I regret that later, but that's okay. Alright, let's go third door here. Look at that bullshit, man. Poison my guys already. I just did not bring enough antidotes. Did not do it. Potion. I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, at this point, I'm already halfway down. We probably have enough to get through the boss fight and back out. Hopefully. I don't remember... Is there a way to look at the map bigger than that? I don't remember which one it is. I think it's 2 down, 2 right. Well, I'm gonna Google it real quick, guys. Let's see. H, that's there. It's 2 over 3 down. Okay. We have to come back here later when we get the key, so I'm not gonna fret too much about this. Phoenix down, okay. They changed some of the gear around. That's supposed to be armor. So we're gonna go... Let's go straight to the boss. We'll come back here later anyway. I literally have to come back here later because we have to get some stuff with the key. So we'll just come back and get the rest of the stuff in this room. How is it like every hit is a fucking poison with those guys? Maybe I should just skip some of that stuff. That's 2. This is 3. Blood bones. Oh, he fleed. Yeah, okay, that was an interesting choice. Alright, this is the boss, so let's heal up. Monsters! Preemptive strike, alright. That's good. I don't remember them being so easy, where they'll just die to 2 hits. That was way easier than I remember. Okay, we got the crown. Maybe we should look at these other chests. There's a couple. I mean, we could always run from fights if we had to. I'd try not to, but... taking so much damage to poison. And I want to cure him. I want to give him an antidote, but I'm concerned about doing that because I could just get re-poisoned. Yeah, they changed a lot of these items, guys. Oh, that was a waste of fire. Alright, the gray ooze just dies to melee. I didn't know that. That's, is that all the chest? Oh, there's a couple more. There's 2 more rooms of chests that we could get. Dude. Werewolves aren't bad. potion, and a cottage. Okay. The wargwolves, I think, are worse than the werewolves. I mean, other than the regeneration. Oh, fuck. Copper armlet, okay. That's everything. That's everything. So we can't get anything else without the key, so we're gonna have to come back once we beat the Dark Elf. Everybody leveled up? Was it here? I just want out of this cave. I think later on as you beat the crystal bosses, you get just warped out. I can't remember. But the marsh cave you don't, so... No, it's not that, it's this, isn't it? No. Where the fuck's the stairwell? Ah, there it is. A ghoul and a zombie. You can't sleep on Dia. That's a pretty good spell. Like when you have to fight undead, it really comes out. Really shines. Fucking poison. Ah, fuck. Alright, we made it. We made it. We did it. Let's use another of our tents. Best money spent. And let's save. Alright, now we're going to fight the Dark Elf. My guys have gotten pretty strong. They can handle those giants pretty easily. Alright, and I think the castle's up here? I guess it's this way. I feel good that my planning was right on with the potions and the antidotes, but I was a bit nervous about halfway through the cave. I thought I was going to run out. I'm a little overly cautious with games like this. Let's use one more tent. And then we'll save and go in. But I'd rather not wipe, halfway through a cave. Alright, so I've got enough spell casts here. Mwahaha! I am Astos, King of the Dark Elves. Oh, you guys don't know who that is. I didn't actually go talk to this guy before he went to the cave. I just got the crown. So you kind of skip a story. But he was pretending to be the king. Let's use Null Shock on everybody. Let's raise the Thief's attack power. Uh-oh. And we're going to lower his evasion. I don't think we need to do that. And let's add attack to this guy, too. Oof, that Null Shock came in handy. And we got him. Got him. It's as easy as that. I didn't use any attacking spells on my Black Mage. I probably could have killed him a little faster, but buffing your characters is pretty important. Got the Crystal Eye. Alright, so let's go back to the actual Elf Prince. And let's save. Let's make a second file too, just in case. I don't know. I don't think it's going to get corrupted or anything, but now would not be the time for that. Alright, and now we're going to get the key, which will allow us to go get some gear out of different chests. So, we'll be doing that. That'll allow us to get some good gear. I do like the way the map has little dots that show like what you've explored and what you've seen. So it kind of pinpoints all the towns and caves and stuff. Maybe that makes it too easy. The NES version, it didn't have that. It's just a quality of life thing now. Hey, Hill, thank you for the sub. Oh, Zephiel gifted a tier 1 sub to Hill. Thank you, Zephiel, for the gift sub to Hill. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, now's a good time to talk about this. My birthday is on Sunday. I don't know why the sub made me think of that, but but I'm gonna be playing some games on Sunday. So we're gonna have a birthday stream, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna, not my birthday necessarily, but just streaming on Sunday will be fun. We're gonna play for a couple of hours, play some games. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm not gonna play just one game. We're gonna play a couple of hours, and I'm gonna switch up a few games in those few hours. So, but thank you for the gift sub, Zephiel. I appreciate that. No, I don't know. Maybe. She works when she's watching, so she typically is lurking. Yeah, you guys have so much going on in the mornings. I mean, I appreciate you being here, but you're both so busy. Well, what do I do with the crystal eye? I actually don't remember this part. I thought you just talked to him and he woke up. Okay, guess that's not the case. Yeah, it's carry my stream. Thank you. I don't remember what to do. I don't remember where we go to turn in the crystal orb. It said something about making a concoction. Oh, I go to Matoya. That's where I go. That's where I go. All right. Well, I'll have to remember where she is. Let's get some more spells, though. So we've got Fyra. Let's get Thundara. And then Fokara. Yeah, that's... I mean, Toya is from Final Fantasy 1. That's where she came from. And then we're gonna get Nullblaze, and we'll get Cura. I think the Cura spells are more important than the Dia. And we want Null Frost and Poisana. Alright, and I'm almost out of money, but we've almost got all the spells. So we're gonna get Blizzara first, and then I want to get Haste, and probably Confuse, but maybe Sleep. I don't know. Sell. We're gonna sell the dagger, the broadsword, and the copper armlet. And we're gonna buy a whole bunch of antidotes, potions, and some more tents. Alright, I think that's good for now. And we still have some money. We're only missing one spell at this point. Now we just have to remember where Matoya is. Matoya's song is pretty memorable too. It's a pretty important part of the series from my perspective, so I hope they didn't fuck that up. I guess we'll see. I think mostly the music's been pretty close to the original. I don't remember all of it, but I think Matoya is up at the top of this peninsula. So we're gonna have to just get out and walk. Crazy horse! Oh, he died. He was crazy, though. Looks like I could have taken my boat up there. This is it, I think. Yeah. She can't see a thing without her crystal eye. Who could have stolen it? And we got a jolt on it. Now we can wake up the prince, get the key, and then start opening chests. Alright, back to the boat. I'm not gonna play through the first 3 Final Fantasies in a row, but I did buy Final Fantasy 1 through 3 Pixel Edition. And I'm looking forward to playing through 2 and 3. 3 is one of those games that takes way too fucking long. In my opinion. You have to level up a bunch of different jobs and classes, but it's a fun game. I really like 3. But I've never played 3 in a 2D version. I've only played the 3D version that was out on DS and mobile and then on Steam. So I'm looking forward to trying out the 2D version of 3. Looks like the experience points have almost caught up. My white mage is about to level. Let that happen. no, my thief might die. Oh. It's gonna be close. Alright, we did it! Alright, let's go wake up the Elf King, or Prince. The Jolt Tonic, I'll try it at once. And we've obtained the Mystic Key. Alright, so we can now open a lot of chests. Which we are going to do tomorrow. How's that for a little suspense? No, I'm kidding. We're going to open some stuff today. We're going to open some stuff today. You guys thought I was going to make you wait till tomorrow to see what the Mystic Key could do? I don't think so. I don't think so. We're going to open some things right now. But we're not going to be able to open everything. So let's go ahead and save again. So first things first, let's go back to the first town. There we go, that was a little faster. I don't know if you guys can tell, I don't like having to do all this grindy fight stuff. Some of it's a necessity with this type of game, but other times it's a bit frustrating. Like right now, like I'm stronger than these guys. There's no reason to grind through all this. Okay, so first city, Cornelia. I don't know where all the chests are, so we're going to have to look around, but there are chests somewhere in here. I think. Oh, shit. I know there are. How do we get to it? Sarah will always be with you in your hearts. Go around. Do I have this wrong? Is there nothing here? Oh yeah, there we go. Open the doors. Mithril knife, alright. Iron armor. And nitro powder, which we need to move to the next town, but we're not doing that yet. Not doing that yet. We're not quite ready. Gotta open more chests. Let's save again. Alright, ready to go up to where Garland was, this temple. Guys, to new people in the channel, I'm Briac at Ida Games. Welcome in. Hit the follow button if you'd like. I'm going to be playing more Final Fantasy 1 tomorrow, which is not what I normally play on Friday. Normally I play Terraria on Friday, but I just got this. I'm really into it. We're going to play through this, and we're going to beat Final Fantasy pretty quickly here. Are we winning? Gaming Caleb, I am always winning. Except when I'm dying. So most of the time. Zephiel has the wrong ethereal weapon in Diablo. Oh man, that sounds like you. Well, I recommend grinding for a few more paragons, and you should be able to get another weapon. You'll get a second one. Gaming Caleb, you got 3. So I got 1 through 3, and I haven't played the 2D version of 3. But it looks great. I love Final Fantasy 3. I love 3. I think the classes and the things they introduced in that game were great. You bought all 6, Zephiel? You know, no, I think that was the right move. Because the thing is, 4 and 6 are amazing. I think 6 and 4 are 2 of my favorites. 4 was my first one. 6 is just amazing. 6 is a fantastic game. And the fact that you have 1 through 6 means you'll be ready to play through those. Gaming Caleb, I don't know which ones your favorites are, but because everybody's... I saw something on Reddit yesterday. It was no matter what your favorite Final Fantasy game is, it's somebody else's least favorite. And I think that's very true. Like, everybody has their own preference on what they like to play. My favorite is 6. My absolute favorite is 6. I think it's the best one. But 4 was the first one I played through, and so that one holds a special place in my heart. It's also the one I've played the most, so I feel pretty confident with it. But all of them, like 1 through 6, all of them are good in their own ways. Yeah, the job systems of 3 and 5 are really cool, and 5 did a really good job with expanding that. I would agree with that. I think there's a lot of complaints from people about how they remove some of the extra classes and dungeons. I don't share that sentiment. I don't share that sentiment. I like that they're more aligned to the original games. For me, I don't need extra content. I just don't. The games stood alone for a long time and they were good. I just don't feel like you have to have all the extra stuff. I mean, it's cool that they had it when they had it, but you know, you don't need it. You don't need it. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right, Caleb. You can play those versions if you're really bummed about it. That content, it doesn't go away from those versions. You don't have to buy an extra version if you already had the game with that content. Just play that game. And I had, for the record, I did have Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6 on Steam, and I'm going to be rebuying them. You know, that's, for me, I want to play the Pixel Editions. I want to see what they did with it. And so far, Final Fantasy 1's pretty good. It's not completely true to the original. They've changed prices and things like that on spells. Made it a little more accessible, I think. But for the most part, it's pretty good. Yeah, definitely start with 4, Zephiel. 4 is an amazing game. It's got a really good story. The characters are mostly likable. You'll enjoy it. You'll really enjoy it. And then I would go from 4 to 6 probably. And then go back to 5. The only reason I say that is 5 is pretty complicated. Like if you've never played through 3 or 5, the job class system can be a little overwhelming. Oh, Caleb, you've got to beat them. You've got to beat them. These are great games. You just played a shit ton of Final Fantasy 3. I think that's a good one to beat. Yeah, Arxelis. I can't VTA, Arcellus. I'm going to call you Arcellus. I would agree. 6 is very likable. 6 is a very likable game. But no matter what your favorite Final Fantasy game is, it's somebody's least favorite. And that is the best Reddit comment I've ever read. All the 13 players out there who love 13, they're going, yeah, that's us. Everybody hates our game. There's always someone who likes your game or hates it. I think 6 is the most well-liked. I think 6 and 10 are the most well-liked. Not everybody likes 10. Just flat out, they don't. Alright, let's get these spells. We can get one more spell. But I think 10's a great intro to the series. I think that for 6, too. I think both of them are good intros to the series. So if you've played through those two and you like both of those, I think you'll really get into the rest of the series. Alright, we got Blizzara. I want to get Haste. And I don't have enough for a third spell, but I'm going to come back and get one of these. Probably Confuse. You know, there's parts of 2 that I like. The battle system's kind of weird. But the thing about 2 is the music is actually pretty good, and I like the way they start drawing in new characters. Like, you get a 4th new party member throughout the game. A couple of different characters. I think that's pretty cool. And, you know, that was the first time they did that in the series, and, you know, it was a lot more story-driven than Final Fantasy 1. I guess it just depends on what you're used to and what you like. I don't know. Like, if you didn't start with 2, or would start with the Nintendo ones, you probably like 2 at least. I think 10 is great. A lot of people hate the sequel. I like the sequel, too. 10-2 is good. And what I like about it is the, You know what? Let me... We'll just move on. We'll just keep going. Ten-2 has a neat job system. So if you like 3 and 5, 10-2 is not bad. The battle system in 10-2 is really good. But people don't like it because of the story. You know, 10-2 was the first Final Fantasy sequel. And I don't think people like that. It was also very girl power-ish. You have 3 main characters who are women. But I actually like the 10-2 story. I thought it wrapped up the whole 10 story very nicely. But again, not for everybody. Not everybody's going to like that one. Arcellus likes Tactics. Never finished it, but love it. Tactics is great. I don't know if 10-3 is possible. I guess it is, but I don't know what they do with it. Caleb, I'm a little on the fence on that, because I think 13 had a terrible story, terrible character development. It had I like the battle system, okay? The battle system was okay. The songs and the music were good. The graphics were great. I still think it's the worst Final Fantasy. Flat out. I don't know. If the story's not good for me and I'm playing an RPG, I don't know that I can push past that. You know what's funny is, as much as I hate 13, and I do, the story's terrible, 13-2 and 13-3, the story's bad in all of them, I actually like Lightning Returns. I actually like that game a lot. The battle system in that is really cool, and it really paved the way for, like, more of an action RPG Final Fantasy. I really like 13-3. And I absolutely hate 13. So the fact that I'm saying that, There's a few people I think that would shock to hear, but it's true. I think 13 is a great game. 13-3, not 13. Sorry. I'm going to use this auto attack feature a little bit to try to speed through this dungeon. We're just going back to get some treasure chests that we need to get now that we've got the Mystic Key. At this point, and we'll just auto attack. At this point, I'm not too worried about getting in and out of here. Is my white mage just fisting? Where's my hammer? Didn't look like a hammer attack, did it? So, Type 0 is the only Final Fantasy game I've never finished. I've never finished it. I've gotten into it like an hour or two, and I've tried 3 or 4 times, and I can't get invested in the story in the game. And I think that's weird. Because by all accounts, the intro to that game and the story are amazing. For whatever reason, I cannot get into it. I really want to. There's books like that for me, too. I tried getting into the Wheel of Time series, read the first one. I can't get past the second chapter without falling asleep every time I go to read it. You know, there's just things like that in your life that just are supposed to be amazing, and you can't really enjoy it. And for me, Type 0 is that. Let's cure up a little bit here. Taking a couple of cures. Alright, I think it's just the bottom row that has stuff with the Mystic Key, so we'll just go straight there. Is it just the bottom row? Yeah. Now, these are the attacking guys, so just attack them. From what I can tell, they changed how the Were Sword looks. Look at the Were Saber. I think it was like purple in the original. Now it looks orange. The Rune Blade, I think, was green. Maybe I have those backwards. Oh, fuck. I didn't know how to fight guys. These guys cast... See, I used Null Shock before, but I think that was just for the end. Oh, let's just nuke them up. Maybe we'll... Yeah, 3's a great game. You'll like that one. You'll like that one a lot. Guys, thanks for coming in and chatting with me. I really appreciate this. Feel free to hit the follow button. Come back tomorrow. I stream from about 5 a.m. Eastern to about 8 a.m. Eastern. Thanks, Caleb. I appreciate the follow. I just fought monsters. Now I have to fight more monsters. This better be a really good chest. Oh man, 4.5 hours. Yeah, this is a quicker game. Silver Armlet. Okay, so let's put that on this guy. Look how that moves his defense way up. 6 to 17. That's a huge increase. Yeah, I'm at about 2.5 hours in now, and I'm not very far. So those guys who speedrun these things are crazy. I think it's great that they're so good at this. We've got to work for a better future. Retro Gamer, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Nice to have you in here. I think, you know, when we get through this, which shouldn't take too long, I think this game's, what, like 17 to 20 hours, somewhere in there. I'm probably not going to go straight into Final Fantasy 2. But I have played a lot of the Final Fantasy games on stream now. PvE stands for player versus environment. So you're playing not against other players, but against the game itself. Maybe that's the wrong tag, but I should be using a different tag, but... Player versus enemy? Alright, let's go with that. I am not playing it blind. I just kept the tags from my last game, if I'm being honest. I appreciate that you're asking those questions, though. This is not my first time playing Final Fantasy 1. Although I'm not very good at it, games, I do have some idea of where to go in this game. And I am from the States. I'm outside of the great city of Philadelphia on the East Coast. And I stream from about 5 a.m. Eastern to about 8 a.m. Eastern in the morning. And then I go to work. So, a little bit of fun in the morning before I have to have a job. It is the city of brotherly love. That's true. Alright, nothing there. And let's check this last room, and then we're done. I have run up those steps. You know what's funny is those steps, so that's actually a museum. And if you go to the museum, there's a statue of Rocky right out front. And people are taking pictures with the museums, or with the statue. And then you run up the steps, and at the top, Sylvester Stallone's Converse are etched into the last step. People will go and take pictures with the statue. They'll take pictures of the shoes and their shoes next to the feet. And then they literally don't go in the museum. Not a single person who goes to the museum goes into the museum. They go for the Rocky statue. It's a bit ridiculous. Monsters. Shoot, let's just attack, I guess. Well, we need to cure. Let's cure up our thief. You know, I was just saying earlier, I don't actually mind the font. I know a lot of people were complaining about that online, but I don't have an issue with it. I guess it depends on, you know, the person. I don't have a problem with the font. I think it's fine. I mean, it's clearly made for mobile, and it's not for the PC, but I think it's fine. Alright. That is the last chest we needed to get. So let's use some potions. And let's get out of here. And we'll go get that last spell in the Elf City. And then we'll be moving on. Just auto attack here. Philly's alright. Philly's, I don't know, if you're comfortable living in a third world country, that's basically Philadelphia. I lived in the middle of Philly. I lived in Center City for a while, and it's dirty. There's a lot of poor people and homeless people. They have a whole like area where a bunch of drug addicts go hang out and just like meander around. So if you're comfortable with that, it's a nice place. I moved outside of the city because I had kids, and my wife and I didn't want to have kids in the city. You know, it's like any city. Every city has something to offer. Philly's no different. I think there's a lot of good things about Philly. But I've lived in a bunch of cities, and I've been to a bunch of cities in the world. And it's definitely one of the dirtier cities I've ever been to. But there's a lot to offer in Philly. I think it's a great city. You know, I like a lot of places, though. Atlanta's nice. Traffic sucks, but it's nice. DC's cool. Has a lot of monuments and stuff to go see, which are really beautiful. New York's kind of shitty, too. But there's a lot in New York, too. I mean, every place you go to has something to offer. You just have to look for it. My dream home would be like a place in the middle of the mountains on a river or lake. But that's mostly because I don't like people, not necessarily because I want to live on a mountain or a lake. That's a bit weird to say, isn't it? I'm streaming and I'm talking to people, but I just, you know, most people are idiots. People are idiots. Okay, we are out. We made it. So let's get back to town. Got 2 saves now, just to be careful here. So next we have to go to the next town. We have to break open a wall and build a canal. Yeah, it's weird, because everybody's pretty proud of where they live and where they're from. And I've never felt that way. I've never felt that way about anywhere I've ever lived. It's just, you know, it's a place. Just, there's other places. You know? Crap. I'm glad I just saved. Let's see if we can kill these guys pretty quickly. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I one-shot that guy. I've never been to Canada in the winter. I don't plan on starting, but I don't know, it doesn't seem that bad. This area, Pennsylvania, gets cold. Maybe not the same cold, but it gets cold. Yeah, I guess that's true. Retro. I've never been to Canada in the winter, so I guess I shouldn't compare. Alright, let's stop in here. Pleasant dreams. Yeah, I actually tried that earlier, Caleb. But, you know, that wasn't a thing. I mean, in this game, they had a flee command. So, since it wasn't a thing, it makes sense that they didn't add it in. Alright, let's get rid of that. Get rid of the iron armor. And the knife. Get one more tent. Yeah, one more tent. Alright, let's go get that last spell we need, and then we're going to be moving on. It's a black magic, right? So do I want sleep or confuse? I feel like confuse is probably better. Let's go with Confuse. I'm not going to use either of those anyway, if I'm being honest. Caleb, see you again. See you hopefully tomorrow. I will be back on streaming tomorrow morning. And believe it or not, it's actually a good time for me to call it too. I have to get to work, so get ready and have some breakfast. I would love for you guys... Caleb, thank you for the host. Thank you for the host. I appreciate it. No, that was great. I'm going to be forwarding you to someone else, so let's go look and see who we can raid really quick. Guys, again, if you're new to the channel, I'm Briac, I Die to Games. Hit the follow button. I'd love for you to come back and see me again. Thanks, Arxelis. I appreciate that. I am positive there's going to be more people playing Final Fantasy 1, so let's go see if we can host or raid somebody over there. Here's somebody who's streaming. Let's take you guys over. Take Briac. Yes, thank you. Take care, Retro Gamer. I appreciate it. Let me send you guys over to this guy. I don't know anything about these people, so they could be awful. I'm awful, but they could be awful too. And if that's the case, still be nice. We're going over to Stoic Gaming X. Stoic Gaming X. Be nice. Stay for the raid. You get channel points. If you guys are interested, I do have a Chocobo emote, by the way. Let me show you what this looks like. You can sub tomorrow. That's what my Chocobo emote looks like. Come on back, though, tomorrow. We'll be playing more Final Fantasy 1. I hope to see you guys then. Have a good day. Be kind to each other. And we're going over to Stoic Gaming X right now. See you later.